5,000 Defence Force personnel are on standby to head into flood zones in New South Wales and Queensland to help with the recovery. The Prime Minister has unveiled over $500 million in financial support for Queenslanders.
Suburban streets transformed into rubbish dumps as Brisbane residents count the cost of this week's floods. The Prime Minister is stepping up support with a $558 million package for Queensland. Each local council area affected will get $1 million to help with the clean-up. Primary producers can access grants of up to $75,000, small businesses up to $50,000 and community and sporting groups up to $20,000. The funding will be split 50-50 with the state government.
This is the first round of support while we continue to assess the damage.
This is an initial payment.
The money helps, but for many, the crisis isn't over. Areas in the New South Wales Northern Rivers remain without power. Critical goods are in short supply.
We know it's been tough, but I have complete confidence in our people that we will pull through and come out stronger the other side.
The Prime Minister says 5,000 Defence Force personnel are on standby.
And I know that there are many other places like up in Evans Head and areas like that which are still waiting for that support. We're coming. Over
in the West, the opposition leader argues the government needs to do more now to help residents in cut-off communities.
And there aren't people, for example, from Services Australia on the ground to provide that emergency assistance.
A political brawl has erupted over the government's emergency response fund. Despite the flooding crisis, the minister responsible argues the $5 billion kitty shouldn't be touched.
Until all other sources of funding have been exhausted, this is actually exactly like a bank account. It's actually more like a term deposit.
The disaster fund was set up during the 2019 Black Summer bushfires. Billions of dollars were set aside to respond to disasters and mitigate future ones. But since then, only a fraction of that, around $50 million, has been spent.
And the logic of the government's argument, not that they're really able to put it, is that there are no projects worth preparing for disaster in Australia over the last 3 years.
We don't need to tap into the future fund because we're going to be spending billions of dollars.
Trudy McIntosh, Sky News, Canberra.